We're Tex Trailers Doomtown from Albany, New York.
Get right out of town.
Jesus Christ. And hey, I'm Sean. And this is Buckley.
I feel like the Mickey Mouse clip.
I'm Tim! You are the Mickey Mouse clip.
You're pretty someone.
This song is called Upstate. It's on the last album that that we have. Well, I'm dancing blue. One Elvis rider, a tortoise, home and a switchblade at night. That's love you so. Now that you're done, well, why's the rest of your life? Well, I done did every pill on that table. And I seen every kind of sin. And I can't erase my past so straight. So I'm probably end up back in. I never thought that I'd end up right in my best years away. I seen every inch of the desert. The horse ride is dead and thin. And I can't erase my best straight. So I'll probably end up back in. Doesn't work. Too many words.
Tell me about life on the road.
Sucks.
Well, that's the obvious part.
I mean, no, it's really fun, but, you know, it goes without saying. It's highs and lows. Even if, like, you're in a
Good
big
times
tour,
and bad luck.
Even if you're in, like, a big-time band, it's the same thing. Like, fucking...
Well, every big time band starts at its lows.
Yeah, but even when you're there, you deal with the same nonsense.
Yeah,
So,
and even
two drink tickets.
Yeah.
Do you drink tickets?
No,
No drink tickets.
No drink tickets is the worst.
I love how that's how we start, is that we don't get drink tickets. This fucking sucks. Road is hard. Because sometimes you don't get drink tickets.
If you don't get drink tickets, the road sucks. If you come to a bar where you can just drink, the road's awesome.
It's great. Life on the road is compiled with pretty much the idea of waking up at 10 to 12 if you're lucky, if you have a short drive.
If you're really lucky, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's super lucky.
Majority,
Which
two,
means you're in the
majority 2 or
Northeast.
3. Still probably drunk
Yeah.
in the morning. And then driving for
hopefully
just
one
a
of you's
few
usually
hours.
mad.
Yeah. Definitely maybe 2 of us are usually mad.
That's the biggest part. Like, try really hard not to be mad.
Yeah,
and then,
if you can just like be like a positive person, just like try to like remember
Try to do
that like this isn't gonna matter an hour from now.
But
Make it-
honestly, how long does that positivity last?
5 minutes.
At least.
Yeah. Until these guys fall asleep.
Yeah.
So about 5 minutes then.
Yeah. The road is family.
The road, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's why I don't want to stop being on the road, because I miss all my friends every time I go home.
On a 3-month tour, we'll spend maybe 2 days legitimately actually staying at a hotel or somewhere.
Yeah.
in general, we end up just crashing with friends.
We haven't
and
slept in the van once on this tour.
People
Which is
people
rad.
feed you. They treat you well. They treat you like you're a part of their family. They introduce you to their children. They incorporate you into their own families, and essentially you become their family.
That's like a
through
really
that.
fucking sacred bond. It
And they
kinda-
keep in touch with you for 7 years, waiting for you to come back.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, things like that, like, you know, kind of made me grow up a little bit when I went home, like, because I always ignored, like, simple things, but, like, now when I go to someone's house and, like, if I use one of their dishes, like, I fucking wash the dish, like, you know, because they fucking brought me into their house. Like,
In essence, in growing up while with these people, they
Being
teach you how to
childish.
fucking grow up.
Yeah.
even though you're
You learn-
still
you
a
learn-
man-child.
You learn that there are places where you can party and be ridiculous, but there are also places
But
where
but
sometimes
in
you
the
need to
morning
just
you're
chill
cleaning
out
up beer
and-
cans anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
You're doing their dishes. You're trying to pay it forward for what they do for you. Yeah.
Exactly, because you know you always want to come back. You don't want to burn any bridges at all, except with Seattle Greg, because he likes burning down bridges.
Yeah, because it's
Barns.
gonna be
It's
gonna be a barn burner. Then we're gonna burn down the bar.
Then we're gonna
burn all our bridges. Seattle, Greg, we missed you too. Too bad we can't see you this time around.
This one's on our new EP. It's called Any Other Way.
You count that one in.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, I feel like there's no one by my side. The fight of my life will never subside, but I keep traveling on and trying to survive no matter what the cost. 'Cause I ain't got any other way to make it now. I lost my jobs in my home. No woman who I be she won't leave me alone, and I drink pretty much every night
Definitely.
and pray to the Lord that the devil does me right. 'Cause I ain't got any other way to make it now. Back into it. I don't ask for anything more. I just need a ride to my local liquor store. 'Cause my friends, they all act so funny. They all take my money and they all rob my brain. But I ain't got any other way to make it now. I ain't got any other way to make it now.
So I started this band, Tex Trailers Doomtown, in late 2008 when I was living in Boston. Don't funny years, you motherfucker. And like you know, I had a lineup of like some local dudes that I knew, and like we didn't do much but play around New England. We did a couple like month-long tours, and I ended up getting hooked. And then when I ended up getting evicted from my apartment in Boston, and those guys quit the band, I just decided that I wanted touring guys, and that I was just gonna just try to be on the road as much as possible because it was incredible. And that's how I ended up with me and my buddy Will Savage from Albany. Will Savage recommended that Tim was interested in playing the upright bass, so I loaned him mine, and then Tim.
Actually, it's not true.
Well, you
Not at first.
you had Al's at first, and then
That one, the big red beauty right there.
then on tour,
The other
like
Yeah.
we had like my crappy bass,
Yeah.
and like we just he learned on the road pretty much, and then me and Tim have been at it for 2.5 years now.
Well,
Yeah.
I know myself in particular, I remember when you first jumped into this, and because we had a conversation or two that, that you were going on the road. But, I mean, tell me why you actually decided to do this.
My first endeavor into a tour was 07, as you know, and with that Big Red Machine. I did that tour and did it with playing guitar while my buddy owned this Big Red Beast, and I took a few years of trying to figure out what I wanted to do musically in general, and I had a couple opportunities in general that I could have taken, but I did one tour and it was just like, all right, well, I did that. I don't know quite what I'm doing yet, and I got the call from text, I suppose, a message from Sean. Said, hey, I hear you might be interested in playing some bass. Do you want to play upright, or would you rather just play, because I'm normally a guitarist, or would you rather just play normal electric bass? And I said, well, my buddy owns an upright, and my buddy Al said, I'm going to give it a whirl. Why the fuck not? Ultimately, it's just all about just being as ridiculous as humanly possible, and that's what gives people a good time. And that's what makes me want to keep doing what I do, and just to make people laugh, dance, and want to be ridiculous with us.
Before I even met Sean, I was playing drums for a while in like punk bands, and then I just stopped playing music altogether. And I learned how to play spoons when I was living in a homeless shelter for relocated people after a hurricane, and learned how to play spoons because I didn't have anything else to do. And then my friend Ginger told me, you know, her and her boyfriend, my friend Josh, they put me up, you know, get me back to work, like upstate. Like I lived up there for a while before and moved back home to the city. And I went up there and I met Sean through our friend Party Shirt. And me and him just, you know, hit it off, talked about like bullshit, old folk and country and nonsense like that. Mostly through like boozing and whatever. And then that slowly progressed into us getting drunk every day, Thursdays?
Oh, Wave Ace Gang.
Yeah, every Thursday getting drunk because we both had Thursdays off, like playing music. Like, and I'd play spoons and he'd play his songs, some other songs, you know, and we just bullshit the whole time. And then, you know, I wasn't making enough money, like, working bullshit jobs up there like I typically did. Like, I wasn't getting by. So, you know, I went back to the city again, and I had my enlistment contract for the military, like, signed and ready to go. And right before, like, the day before I was going to hand it in, I get a frantic call from Sean that he needs a drummer for 3 months. And I was just like, well, if we can find a drum set in the next 2 days, I'm ready to go. And my friend Toby, he hooked it up with many calls from Party Shirt. If anyone really worked the magic on that one, it was...
He's a madman on that flip phone. He'll just go through everything.
Yeah.
This guy owes me a favor from 5 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, but like he really made it happen. And my first practice was
At a
a show in Richmond, Virginia, which I
never practiced at all, just went for it.
See, that's the way you do it.
that was such a shit show,
Second show,
Hey,
was
my
Roanoke.
which was a little bit better. The
We got to
whole
practice in Jesse Ray's garage.
yeah for like
An hour, half an hour.
yeah, it was just like all right.
Third show, Heavy Rebel Weekender. The
Which
festival.
I played Heavy Rebel, and the whole time I was just like, oh, it's just supposed to be fast and loud, and that's all I did. 3 months later, I'm still doing this. We got a new fucking record coming out that me and Tim are both on, so we're both stoked
Finally,
on
it's
that.
been 2 years since we had new music because I've had so many lineups. Like, and finally, like, I've got the lineup that like I wanted.
Well,
like,
everybody really likes me.
Now tell me about this new album you're talking about.
let's see. Richard Marr recorded it in Boston.
And
That's
Richard
sick.
Marr's a goddamn beast.
That's right.
He's a little
It's
strange
hilarious.
and very
It is.
particular about things, but if anyone ever records with Richard, listen to Richard. He knows what he's talking about.
He knows what he's doing. And it's coming out on Wayward Parade, which is rad, out of Florida.
Lake Worth, Florida, big ups.
I think it's faster, I think it's meaner, and I think it sounds better than anything else we've ever done.
Ready?
Hold on.
Ready? Ready?
Some friends of mine in Boston, Massachusetts, by the name of the old Edison, wrote the song, and they taught it to me, and that's a big mistake because now we play it all the time.
Well, we woke up at the hill surrounded by the shells that were meant to be horses. And we still have 15 bucks from the tide. Those cops could help me ride with them tonight. And then we were the long road back to town. Picked up by a highwayman at the end of his mouth. He just looked me in the eye and said, "Sorry about your wife." Well, I just slammed the door and said, "Kiss, kiss goodnight." Because after all this courtesy, so just what was right. Meet me here tomorrow if you look for this fight. And we go through our guns. There was only room for one of us. Good night, good luck, my son. Keep it on the run. Yeah, I said keep on the run. Enemy to me. The lions are the might of what we all should pray to be. And he left me by the back door, revolver in his hand. Just too much blood in the streets and not to take his stand. Fighting time was paving underneath. Our numbers started growing as we just got with streets. And those that out of guns, man, gathered up our stones. Fighting for our families and fighting for our home. We're the birthplace of our freedom. Well, maybe share my stone. And we will show them anger, which they never known. We will show them anger, which they never known. And we will show them anger, which they never known. And we will show them anger, which they never known. And we rode through our guns, and there was only room for one of us. Good night, good luck, my son. Keep them on the run. You have to keep them on the run.
Alright, what's going on for the rest of the year?
Alright, so
Album release?
after we wrap up this tour, I think we're going to be releasing our album at Heavy Rebel Weekender, 4th of July weekend, and
Maybe. Might be at Muddy Roots.
who knows? But it's coming out this summer. It's called...
Which festival are you going to? Because if you want to buy the album at the record release, you should be at both.
Hint, 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 people.
Go to Heavy Rebel. Go to Muddy Roots.
Support both those festivals.
If you go to one or the other, you won't have a bad time. If you go to both, you'll have the best summer ever.
And you'll be broke by fall.
Thank you so much to Tex Railers Doomtown for being here with
High
us.
five. Yeah, we nailed it.
I tell you what, guys.
It could have been worse.
We absolutely love you here at the Knowledge Key, and we can't wait to see you again.
Fuck yeah.
Tell everybody bye.
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 Facebook.com/TexRailer.
/suck it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.